Hey, welcome to a BBQ Life podcast. I'm Greg Hasty with American Fire Barbecue, and this week we don't have Bree Vi or Jamie Stuckey. They've quit on me already, I'm sure. We have Joel Fleetwood from Meat Rushmore BBQ out here. He's going to help me with our podcast today. We've got to have a couple interesting people we want to talk to. If you've been watching, I hope you're enjoying it. We're going to try and keep these things going. This week, we are out in Osceola, Missouri at Smoking on the Osage in Osceola, Missouri. We're out in Osceola, Missouri, Smoking on the Osage. This is a double. They've got a lot going on this weekend. They've got a double master's cook, a double backyard cook. We got a rib burn Saturday night. We got Kids Q tonight. It's Friday night.
They're doing dessert.
And they're doing dessert. And they're doing a cheese.
Wings
and a wings ancillary tomorrow. There's going to be a lot of a long couple days that we're going here, but we welcome you to the podcast again. We're in Osceola, Missouri. Joel Fleetwood with us. I've also got with us Christy Stauffer of Man Person Barbecue, or Man Meat BBQ. I'm trying to keep it. Somebody's trying to cancel me already, and I just thought, well, I'll fix that. But
that might stay.
So it became Man Person.
Man Person
Meat.
Like Man Person, yeah, Man Person Meat. And then we got Mike Burke. If you're not familiar with Mike Burke, he is one of the folks that works with us part time. Some in the store on the weekends. He helps Devin and I out, but more importantly, he is B3 BBQ. He's had some good calls. He did well at the Royal last year, I think. We talked about that. Talk about some things, but you don't get out and cook too awful often, but it's a family affair, and I think you got your dad, your sister here, and we'll let you talk about that. So we're happy to have these guys. They're really nice people, and I've told them that, you know, we have a good time and it's carefree. We're just trying to have fun on here. So what I wanted to do is follow up on our last contest at the Great Lenexa Barbecue Battle. If you haven't seen it already, it's been a few weeks. We've seen some podcasts. We had on Shane LeClaire from Damn Yankees Texas Barbecue, and we had on Ryan Kane from Damn Fine Beef and Swine. Those two did a fantastic job out on Lenexa a couple weeks ago. Ryan Kane, grand champion in that contest and took the win. And then Shane LeClaire from Damn Yankee Texas Barbecue actually took third.
It's a damn good showing.
It's a damn good showing by two damn good teams.
They're both here today.
Where's the damn fish? Where's the damn? It's
The salmon.
a vacation. Oh no, we can talk about them. We're kind of close to Missouri River salmon. We can be down there. And then I think last weekend Butler, Missouri had a double contest. They had a double backyard. I don't know what all these doubles. I absolutely hate them, but they had a double in Butler, and who won? They won down there. Some nobody. I can't remember who it was. It was Lady Rushmore or Meat Rushmore Barbecue. Katie. So Joel.
Back to back GC.
Yeah, back to back GCs. That's right. What was the other one you won?
Cameron.
Yeah. Right. We skipped the contest in there before Butler. That was in Cameron, Missouri. Joel and Meat Rushmore team of 18 people. We're not going to list their names. They won Cameron. They won, or there was only one. Yeah, they won Cameron and they pulled off the GC.
There was a rib burn there too, Greg.
Oh, well, we're going to get to that because there's a reason why you're on this show, and it's not because Aaron's not here. It's because, number one, we like you better, and you're better looking, and you are definitely the best rib cook on Man Meat BBQ.
He's going to be real red ass, but I was on before.
I know. We'll give him a red donkey sticker. And
Don't think we didn't discuss that before we called you.
Exactly. We invited him. He goes, why? What am I going to talk about? I'm like, whatever. I really can't get you.
I don't believe that.
So Joel has had a fantastic 2 weeks. I guess I'll just say it right now. Joel's not cooking down here this weekend. He's tagging along with me. His team said 3 doubles in a row is way too much and not doing it. And I stupidly said, hey, I'm going to go cook Osceola. And it was supposed to be Jamie, Brad Coulter, me, and Joel. And we are coming in as all nuts.
Are we going to yell if we get calls?
Well, hell yeah, we're yelling. And we just got to look at you. 1, 2, 3. Oh, nuts! That's how we do it. We're resurrecting this from this January when I got to cook with Ryan and Joel down at the Smoking Brothers. What was the name of that event? That Smoking Brothers. Yeah, Win Big Fly. That was that indoor event down there where we won the entire People's Choice deal and grand championed, the three of us cooking pork loins. Beck was with us, and they were down there as all nuts. I didn't know. I know what it means. If you know Katie, you know what all nuts is. If you back into a trailer, that's her typical response. Instead of cussing and swearing, is, "Oh, nuts." That's too bad.
And she wasn't like that before she had a child, though.
Yes, right.
Very different.
It was very different. Wasn't it?
Katie not being a mother is very different than motherhood, Katie, when it comes to the language.
Right. Right. No, 100%.
I should
I just like
probably adopt that.
I like the shirts you guys had made up for that.
Yeah. Right. That's all.
Yeah, they told me what it was and said, "Do you want a shirt?" They said it was made after the Wu-Tang Clan or the whatever. I don't have any idea what the hell they were talking about. So I was like, "No, I don't need
It was
some."
hippity hop stuff.
It was hippity hop stuff. 90s hippity hop.
We'll play some for you.
And I missed the 90s hippity hop. I don't get my love. I was headbanging in the 90s. So it is
Were
what it
you?
is. Yeah, it is. So Joel's been on a rage. You've been on a rage. Talk about that. How do you feel about that, Joel?
Man, it feels good. Came out of nowhere. You know, I was joking. I think we did like 8 extra good luck shots on Saturday. And my whole flock, every time I was like, oh, we're not winning for another 6 months anyway. So
Right.
what's
We
it
did a
matter?
shot at 11:27.
Really?
True story.
Right before chicken? How did it make the chicken taste? Little jack.
They got a 180, so
Don't remember. I was supposed to be down there. I didn't make it. But were Cameron or was that Bob?
that was about
Butler.
They got a 180,
Yeah,
so
our
it made their
our
chicken.
chicken was good.
Was it? Do we want to talk about Mother? I mean, or do we go skip that?
I mean, I don't know. Like, it's,
I mean, you're a board
It's what it is.
You're not a board member, Dave. Take
It was
a
a
board
first
member.
year. It was a first year contest, and it had first.
I'm not
contest
trying to
issues.
start trouble. I'm really not. I'm just.
Whatever. It's
I
fine.
got phone call. Day one was a little bit of a struggle. Not for
There
you.
were some bumps.
Yeah.
I thought day one went perfectly.
Yeah, I know. And I don't mean from the scoring or whatever. I just think that the organization a little bit, new organizer essentially, doing a big contest with a lot of stuff, and they ran into some hurdles. But I hear, it shaped up good for day two. And
They
things got a lot better. So yeah, and that's and cheers to Rod Gray and the KCBS support folks that came out and helped and assisted a little bit, and got some folks in there there was some really tough things going on for the reps that were there that had to leave. So they came in and they took care of it. I think they got her squared away. Nothing was tragic in day one, obviously. Everything was fine. It scored out fine. It just was a little unorganized. But the way I understand it.
I think it says a lot about Emily too that she was willing to kind of take that feedback and
Yeah.
course correct.
And course correct. Yeah,
And not just
and she'll get
dig
better.
in.
She'll get better. I think, for anything, a master's double, a backyard double, 2 desserts, a double dessert,
Two kids cues.
and 2 kids' cues, and
That's a
then
lot.
a pork loin, I think is a lot to chew off. And some people say, well, Greg, you did it. You did a double in a backyard and a this and that. And I'm like, well, listen,
but I'm great at.
what? Whoa! You said it. That's exactly right. I am Greg Castian. Don't you forget it.
So to that point, though, it's a first year contest, first year organizer, right? Is there any kind of KCBS guidelines for that situation? Somebody come in and say, hey, maybe you're taking on too much, maybe.
Yeah, so Corey Linton is a phenomenal organizer right out of Osage City, Kansas, and he's a board member. And he's put together a packet that he'll share with any organizer, and you just kind of got to follow it. And it gives you kind of the basics of what you need to do and understand about organizing and how to kind of keep things together. Everyone thinks, well, it's the reps, and it's really not. The reps' jobs, they're KCBS representatives, and their job is to run the contest according to the rules, the way it should be run. Right?
Make sure the judging's right.
The organizer picks the judges, does the legwork, runs the event. You are an event planner, and you're running the event, right? For me, in my nonprofit days, when we ran the baseball and softball league for 7 years, I ran large baseball tournaments for the entire weekends, and 40, 50 teams coming in, and I'm kind of used to that. So when I did my contest, I I've been a cook for a lot of years. I know what to expect, right? So I think for someone like me, I didn't need a whole lot of direction. I wanted to understand certain things that reps kind of expect. And Dave and Peg have always been great about talking about those things and doing that. And then helping where they can. Like, hey, you need to get out of communication. You need to get out this and you need to get out that. So, you know, the reps always try and help and should try and help in that regard. But they're not planning the event. Right? That's our job. So.
But I think every new organizer that isn't experienced in that should go
100%.
to Corey's contest.
Corey's contest or shit. Corey should have a class on contest.
Should have a class.
And I know he's actually done it at the banquet in years past where he did an organizer deal. And I have his packet. I asked for his packet. As much as I thought I knew or felt like I thought I knew or that I had some experience that I can do this. I took his packet and I called him for help. Olathe, when they called me about this contest 4 or 5 years ago when they started it, I sent them straight to Corey. Said, there's a guy I went to high school with. I said, Chris, call Corey. Talk to Corey. He will help you understand how to do this. When I first came in 2015 in Grandview and Osceola with Don Cobby, Corey was always out there helping. He came to Grandview to help Skyler in Grandview. And, you know, he's learned so much over the 20 years that he's done it. That every organizer is thinking about doing this. Get out there and talk to Corey. Get some information to talk to Corey, and I think you'll be better off for it. So we jumped right into it, and I didn't really want to, but we jumped right into it, and then I didn't let you guys introduce yourselves. So you first, ma'am. This is Christy Stuffer, like I said, from Man Meat BBQ.
In person.
Introduce yourself and tell us about your team and how you got started and all that stuff.
Yeah, so part of Man Meat BBQ, Aaron is the head pitmaster and my husband. It's a family affair. We've got 2 children sitting next to me right now. Mini Meat. And Renly, the 19-month-old, is Barbecutie. And then Nala, the dog, is with us every weekend. So
Most wonderful, beautiful animal.
no brother. Pain in the ass dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, we cook a lot. We cook together. I refer to him as the macro and me as the micro. So he handles fire management, trimming, all the things that are directly involved in the meat, tenderness, all of that. I usually make the injections and the sauces and ensure that taste and appearance are on point, and that works really well together.
Now you said it though. I mean, you said it. You have 2 beautiful kids, beautiful daughters, and I love them to death. You guys don't shy away with nothing. They literally come to. I said literally drinking game.
Well,
Sorry, you may not know it, but we just started a new drinking game. As we've watched the last several podcasts, I've learned that I literally say literally about 1,900 times. So we're pretty much not walking out of here when I get done with this podcast because now it's a new drinking game. If I say literally, grab a drink, give us a big FU, and say shut up, Greg, quit saying literally.
I've been monitoring. I think that actually was the first time you said it.
It was the first time I said it, and I caught myself, and I'm trying not to say it, but yeah, you're smart. Give me a new word besides literally. What should I do? What
So
word?
you use it as filler. It doesn't even need a word.
It is a filler, I know, but it accentuates the statement, right? It says, pay attention. I'm going to say something important.
Not when you say it twice every sentence.
But it means, that's everything I say in the book. So you should be holding on to what I'm saying. No, what I was going to say was, you got 2 beautiful kids. I love your kids, and we've been running around with you for years, and I don't get to do it as much, and I miss it. But, you know, I've known Reagan since she's a little bitty. You know, we're walking around, carrying around contests, and then y'all had another one. And I thought, wow, these people are nuts. Now, what you guys don't get, if you don't know them, which most people do, but if you don't know them, they're traveling around the country doing 30-plus contests a year with 2 kids. They're rarely not there. So when you say you're doing boxes and making boxes pretty, I'm like, how? You've got a baby in that trailer, plus a toddler now that's smart as can be and driving you nuts. And to me, I've said this before, Aaron and I've talked about it in the past. It's been a while, but to me, you guys are what BBQ Life is and what we think it is. Because when we were out on the road 25 weekends and you guys are out on the road 25, 30-plus weekends, to me, this is what that barbecue life is, right? We've all traded something for being out on the road every single weekend, going to some parking lot, some park, somewhere where we break out cookers and start fires and cook meat, right? And we're chasing kind of glory. And whether it's in points or in trophies, it's really certainly not cash for the most part. But you guys, are doing it and you're taking kids out. And what I think a lot of people don't understand, I talk to people every day in the store, and what they don't understand is this is not a living for anybody.
No.
There's a couple people.
Somebody asked us the other day, like, this is your full-time job, right? We're like,
no. Aaron is a very successful professional in the banking industry. Christy, I don't know what industry it is. It has something to do with gas. Payments. But she's very, very successful and carries a very high position. And yet they come out every single week. And that's the one of the things we talk about, right? We're chasing chicken on Monday. We're trying to source ribs and briskets and stuff on Tuesday and Wednesday, and we're trimming. And then we're heading out it's gotten earlier and earlier, but we head out for a contest on Thursday. So to me, that's the barbecue life, right? We have our kids, she's in dance, and we're doing all these other things. You guys got your jobs, you're chasing kids around, you're making dinners for, you're doing all the things you do in life. And then you come out to a barbecue contest. And what is just cracking me up is literally, I got the whole, we're going to see how bad this gets. Because I need to catch up.
I should have grabbed an extra beer.
Yeah,
I'm going to need a
I grabbed two. Anyway, I don't know where I was going. Oh, what I was talking to Aaron about, it was like, we're not cooking near as much as we cooked last year and the year before, or whatever.
That's my fault.
And literally, Jesus God.
It is my fault, yeah.
You all are going to cook 38 this year.
Yes.
That's the numbers that I got the other day. It was like 38. Mm-hmm. And I went, holy, you're going to cook more this year than you've ever cooked in any given year. And
I get antsy when we're at home on the weekends.
I mean, that's not what he told me. He told me, I said, why? Why are you doing this? What are you? And I know we all want to chase and we're trying to bet ourselves and do the things we do. And he goes, well, it's really Christy. And I was like, man, I don't buy it. I literally.
It 100% is. Oh, jeez.
I'm out. There goes that. This is going to be a problem. Okay, sorry, folks at home. This is terrible. But anyway, he told me, he goes, Christy said, listen, if we're going to do it, why are we only going to do 10? Why would we only do 10? Why would we only do 12? So,
I don't do anything halfway.
Well, and I said, well, I think that's why I love Christy so much, because we're all in, right? If we decide to do something, we go all in. Hell,
here we are.
I literally had an idea one day and thought this would be.
You better.
I thought, well, this will be a good thing to do. Let's start a podcast and let's go travel around to contests and do a podcast. So, and I don't even listen to them. So, I'm not surprised anyone listens to this. But anyway,
do we know that anyone does?
Yeah, there
literally tons of people.
This is going to end bad.
Cheers. This is going to be bad. Thank God we're cooking tomorrow.
No, I have to help her cook tonight.
No, I know. We need to do that. We'll help you start the fire. We'll get you going.
It's going to be a
we'll all partner up
group
on
effort.
this.
Aaron's not here yet. For those.
Yeah, Aaron's not here. It's not that we, ixnayed him from the podcast.
He's at work doing his job.
We'll get him later. So we're going to let Christy. We're going to let Christy spit some dirt on Aaron, and then we'll get Aaron, and then we'll let him embarrass himself.
He knows what's good for me. Won't say anything for me.
There it is, folks. You heard it. There it is, Mike.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about you. I know you got your fam out here. You got your dad and your sister, and
yeah,
a brother coming. And tell us about B3.
So B3 BBQ, we started 2020.
Yep.
Great year to start a barbecue team. I cooked previously, cooked with another team before that, a couple years before that, but I always wanted to cook with my brother. He was always in retail. 2019, things lined up. All right, cool, let's do this. And so I left my other team and we started this team. 2020 happened. We cooked one contest that year. My sister, she's just right over here. She got wind of what we were doing. She's like, hey, I want to come along too. So she's been with me every contest that we cooked. My brother has since went back into retail, so
really?
Doesn't get to come out as much, although he's going to be here today. He's actually on his way out. And then my dad retired 2 summers ago, and my mom was like, "Hey, your dad should come cook with you guys."
Sounds like your sister's a brains job.
She is.
We should probably
She
bring
is.
her up here.
100%. So yeah,
It also
so
sounds like mom was tired of hanging out with dad all the time.
yes. So no, it's been great. Dad's a big help. So I started out doing all the main meats. I'll do all the prep. I'll do all the sauces, injections, everything. Hannah, my sister, she's done more and more. Each contest, she's kind of been learning all the stuff. And now it's to the point to where it's like, all right, shit, I can't cut a straight line to save my life. So here, you cut the brisket. So she does that stuff for me. She helps me do pork because pork's
Pork.
And then any ancillary categories that is at a contest she's in.
Oh, cool.
So she's done well. She's got several calls.
Are you doing the ancillaries today?
She's doing them all. Yep.
Here I'm talking to somebody off camera, off mic. And you're more interesting, I know. What are you doing?
She is.
The wings, bacon,
Oh, you're doing the wings?
cheese, and dessert.
And you're doing
Everything.
cheese
She's
and
doing
dessert.
a
All
lot.
of it.
Yep.
We're normally hungry about turn-in time, just in case you know. If you have extras, we're
We're right next door.
I love chicken wings.
Pass it.
Yeah, he loves chicken wings. I brought them. I don't know they were cooking. You need chicken wings?
They're providing them.
Oh, they are? So maybe we will put wings in our chicken
I'll
box.
burn off some chicken wings.
Oh, we need to
Dinner
cook.
tomorrow
We
night.
need to cook wings. Well, that's kind of what we were planning. But anyway. Sorry. I didn't mean
So
to
yeah,
interrupt.
no, that's so yeah, that's we don't get to cook a whole lot. I think last year we only did one contest. We did the American Royal last year. And we went had a baby. So have a lovely little niece. I think she'll be here tomorrow. Yeah, she'll be here tomorrow. So did one contest, was the American Royal last year, and at that contest was lucky enough to get our first 180 and got that port.
Yeah. Yeah.
5th place port call at the American Royal.
So, didn't you end up top 25 overall too?
The year before that.
Yeah.
The
Weren't
year
you like
before
25th?
that, we were 25th overall.
Yeah. With no calls.
With no calls.
Right.
No.
Strong. No calls. I mean, it's so badass, right?
So
We've been
it
fighting
was,
for something in the
what is
American
that
Royal
like?
for years. Yeah, what is that like? Tell us. We've been
it was-
cooking forever and we literally have no
well,
idea.
I told her, I was like, there it is again.
Sorry.
Going into it, right? Because she does all the ancillaries. So we did all the ancillaries, all the main meats.
These are good.
We did the sausage. We did the turkey. We did
This section brought to you by Cayman Jack Margaritas, 0 sugar for the diabetic in you. Good about that. Sorry, go ahead.
So we did everything, not the invitation. Everything else.
Had to be a
And I told her, I was like, my goal, I just want to hear her name called one time. So they get through all the ancillaries, nothing. Get through all the main meat stuff. Well, shit. To the score sheets we go, right? And then they start calling. Then they start at 25th overall, and they call us. And we didn't even get to go up on the stage.
Did you even hear it though? Like the first time that we got a call at the Royal, we weren't even listening because we were like,
yeah, especially when you get no call, right?
Yeah. No, we did because we both looked at each other.
But you got to walk
up
up to the stage, right?
No, because only, 15? I think top 15 got to walk up to the stage and got a ribbon. We didn't get a ribbon. It was
They
funny
called
because
the top 25 and you didn't get a ribbon.
right after awards was all said and done with,
Interesting.
we walked up
There
to the
was that
stage because they got the number
that's-
placards on the ground.
Oh no, not that.
That's way too happy.
It is.
There
you go.
There we go.
So they got the number spots on the ground for people go up there. You stand on your spot, right?
Yep.
So after awards were all said and done, we wanted something. So we went up there. We found number 25, and we're standing there taking a picture with number 25. And some person comes over and is like, no, you can't take that. Just want a freaking picture with it. We didn't get a ribbon, we didn't get anything else. So we got our picture.
Oh, it's
Holding the
because
25 placard.
it's because the overall they didn't call overall 25. Now I get it. Yes, you're right. They do that.
Yeah.
That really kind of sucks.
Yeah. So they called us. They announced.
American Royal, if you're listening,
Yeah.
if you're going to call top 25,
Give them a freaking
let
ribbon.
them come to the damn stage. It doesn't matter. I know you don't want to pay down to it, but shit, let them come up and give them a ribbon.
let them go up and get
Let
the
'em
picture
walk.
taken.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
So yeah, that was let's see, yeah. So 2021 got 25th overall at the Royal. Last year got a perfect score, 5th place in port.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so that was pretty good.
The
And
boy
then,
can cook. He just needs to come out and do it more often.
things are lining up. Just trying to get things figure it out and do it. So I made it for KC, got another perfect score in pork in second place. So
Oh, that's
Mr.
right.
Mr.
Pork King. I actually forgot
Damn.
about that.
Mr. Ryan Kane beat me out. He got first place in pork.
They're right. So
I credit it all to Brad.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Yeah. Is that a fourth place brisket? Oh,
Oh
hey.
my goodness.
Hey, was my brisket a fourth place? I think I'm in the fourth place
Oh,
club.
metal buddy.
I'm a medal buddy.
You are?
I got fourth place at Made for KC. I'm a medal buddy.
Royal?
Yeah.
Oh,
Not at the Royal. No, I was 15th at the Royal. No, it's at Made for KC, the one that doesn't count.
Good.
The one that doesn't count. Yeah.
He just really wants it to count.
I just really want to be a medal buddy. I want to be in the club.
Got 4th place. You got it. You're in.
Hey, I got
It's a Brad Leininger.
Yeah, that's
Brad.
Brad Leininger for Get Baked.
He's, I credit my pork success to Brad.
Oh, of
Hit
course you
hot
should.
fast class.
And the barbecue league. And stay
And the
tuned.
barbecue league.
We're
absolutely.
maybe going to get to do some interesting stuff here with Brad in August. So stay tuned. We'll have some announcements hopefully.
I
soon.
am going to need
In the
help.
store.
with kicking.
Yeah, we'll get you. We'll get you that. Ranch bar. Anyway.
That was loud.
No, you did good. That was
Yeah.
great. So, how does it feel? I mean, I think everybody knows. We've talked about the Royal before. We talked about it with Shane a little bit. You know, when you get that call, especially you're Kansas City, and if you're from Texas, because you're such a large Texas community, but if
They get loud.
they get loud, right?
Yeah.
But when in Kansas City, when I've gotten my calls, I'm surprised anyone does it, but everybody just screams like, ah, they know who you are. And it's just, I know I was sitting in the chair when I heard B3, and I'm like, oh, yeah.
You know,
out
that
of
was-
nowhere, 25th, here we go.
The 25th call was special. The last year the pork
The
call
fifth.
was even better because I was sitting with you guys. You guys were there. Brad and Bree were there. Right? I was sitting with our barbecue family,
Right.
and
Yeah.
to get that call and for everyone just to jump up, high fives, hugs, congratulations, just right there. It's something to.
Well, that's the barbecue life. This is what we do. This is again, I've said this before, it's the cliche of barbecue family, but it is real. I mean, we spend time outside of these contests even together, and we watch our kids grow. We can go to events. We celebrate birthdays. We honor cancer survivors. We do all these different things with our family that we've gotten so close to. So it's right. When you're at the Royal and you've made those friendships and you get to sit with that and you get to see, I was so excited for you. And I think the year that you got 25th overall, I literally sat on my phone the entire day. Cheers. We're going to feel good after this over. I sat on my thumbs that entire day. I mean, we didn't get a single thing, and that happens, right?
Yep.
But
Especially there, it's such a crap. I mean, you got to have a good cook,
Yep.
but it's still such a crapshoot there.
Well, and the coolest part about the American Royal to me is that's like the one contest that you can show like emotion. You know, like even
Really? Aaron cries every time.
he's very sensitive. I am too. I won't say that I'm not, but he's
can,
very
can
sensitive.
we clip that and put it on TikTok?
Yeah, we can.
He's
Yes.
killing.
No, but like there's most of the time he might cry after the fact, right? But like oh, okay. I guess I haven't been paying close enough attention.
He cried
But,
at
like,
Greg's
there's-
anniversary party.
We will be watching.
Yeah.
Did he? At the anniversary party? Really?
He loves you a lot.
Oh man, that's so sweet. I might cry now.
That's like the nicest thing I've ever heard about.
It is. It's the nicest thing Aaron. It's the nicest thing Aaron's ever said about me for sure.
He didn't say it.
No, I know he didn't have to. Right?
But like everybody's so excited, everybody's so happy when somebody gets a call. And like normally, even if you win a category, right? You walk up there, you get your prize, you smile for your picture, and you give a couple high fives. But 15th place at the Royal, you're jumping around like a madman. And that's what I think, like, really, act like you've been there before, things like that. But I feel like, to some extent, some emotion is good.
Yeah.
Well,
And I feel like
it's
that's
one of
gonna
those
get people-
contests, the Royal, the Jag. I mean, it's one of those big contests, right? That all of us look forward to get recognition.
Sure.
Well, so the first time I saw that, and we're not here to talk about Aaron crying, but
I'm being so
well, no, Aaron, we love you more than you know. I tell you, I really, Christy does. We love you. Our first year of BBQ, and I only bring this up because it was really special, right? the first year of BBQ, day one, you guys had fought and fought and fought all season long. You got a couple RGCs, but you couldn't get a win, couldn't buy one. Right? You're so close, and so many contests. And I know he was frustrated. You guys were cooking your tails off, and he comes out to BBQ, and day one, day two, you have 7 world champions and a 42 team stacked field that you know you have to put it on to get it right. And he navigated that field day one, and you could see it, right? It's the end of the year, it's the end of the season, and you could see the pressure just lifted off of him. And he won grand champion on that contest. And when he came to it, you could see it in his eyes. He was emotional, and it was special. And for me to see that, and I knew what he'd been going through, and most people didn't. But and then he turned around, and this is his heart, right? He knows that the contest we put on BBQ is for charity. It's for cancer survivors that are in our barbecue family. Now my mother. But we also do it for veterans and first responders organizations, which is big to Aaron and Christy. It's big to me. Most of us probably, we really cherish that. And he turns around and hands me my $2,000 right back to me and says, "Here, give that to the charity." And it wasn't about the money for him. It wasn't about anything but the win. And it just kind of got that monkey that had been on him all year long. And he was emotional, and he was sensitive. And on those, I couldn't even make fun of him. It was, number one, it wasn't even the money. It was just like, oh, come on, toughen up here. But I'm that way. I've been made fun of by Becky and my family my whole life. I've coached kids for a lot of years. And we've had Super Bowls, we've had championships, and we've had playoffs, we've had times where we don't make it. But when you spend an entire season with these kids, and you're trying to be that mentor, you're trying to be that person to them, whether they need it or not. And it's more than just football, it becomes something special. And then at the end of the year, I couldn't literally get to an end of year speech. And talking to any of them without bawling like a baby, it's overwhelming. And I think what we've transitioned into in our lives is barbecue and doing this in a competition standpoint, and you fight and you fight and you fight, and then when you get it, you're like, oh my God, it's too much to handle. So that was a special day.
It was a special
It was
day.
a special day. It really.
That's awesome. I didn't realize that he'd given the money back and everything. I mean, I knew.
Oh, you didn't know that? He didn't want it public. He
Maybe
wasn't
I
asked.
did, and I forgot about it.
Shit, I probably should have said. He never
You
wanted.
announced it in the moment, actually.
Did I actually?
No.
Oh, okay. I probably.
So I totally knew. Why would you think that I didn't?
I mean, that is definitely not what he was doing it for. But
No,
Sure.
no, and I know he didn't want any attention for that. But it was special because we had fish. We had friends in service of heroes out there that actually came to the event and talked about their cause and what they're doing, and that touched everybody as well. And I know they got more donations from that day, even doing that and being out there.
we got a very cool stretch original
You got a
dog
stretch?
tag trophy.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, day one was veterans, and that was dog tag trophies. So that was a cool deal. But we're not here to talk about Aaron. We're here to talk about Christy and Mike.
You invite me on the podcast. We sit here and talk about
And we ain't gonna talk about Aaron yet. No, I'm sorry. He's such a captivating, dynamic person.
Yeah.
And an emotional person.
An emotional person. Christy, Mike, we'll ask you both. Who or what? I don't know if I know the answer to this. Who or what has inspired you on your current path in barbecue? Where do you have a mentor in barbecue, or does Aaron have a mentor in barbecue that? Besides Aaron.
I don't know if he's got a mentor necessarily. I don't know. You'll have to have him on the
We'll
podcast.
ask
I was going
him.
to say, it'd be interesting to see if they answer the same way.
I mean.
So
To
it's
be
almost like a
honest,
dating
I
game.
wouldn't be doing
Hey,
it if
let's
it weren't for him. He got me into it, right?
Sure.
Tuffy Stone's my barbecue crush.
He's awesome.
That's Joel's too.
Yeah.
Joel's barbecue crush.
Devin? No, that's Michael Simon.
Oh, that's Michael Simon for sure.
Food, barbecue, just man crush. It's Michael Simon.
Love that beautiful bald head.
I think, yeah. That's funny. What do you do for a job every day, Chris?
I work in payments.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a lot less interesting than barbecue, actually. Like, it's a good job, but probably not very
Yeah,
interesting to the viewers. No, I work for a company called Trevi Pay that does B2B net terms programs for companies across all kinds of verticals, but our heritage and our big claim to fame is really in commercial equipment and transportation.
Right.
Joel,
But what she's not
corporate
saying,
speak there.
what she's not saying,
yeah,
is she
right?
may,
Like,
what she's saying is she might not want you to know. She's very successful, and she's worked her way in Trevi Pay for a lot of years, doing a lot of grunt work, and she is now vice president, executive management, and has worked her way. Says, no, I'm proud of you. I mean, I know we were there when you got it, right? And
Yeah.
and how you were doing it, working from director, managers, directors, or senior leads, whatever, and actually getting that VP role. It's awesome. It's incredible what you do and how you do it. It may not be interesting working all day.
it is interesting work. It's just not interesting to this audience.
I hear you. I'm getting. Yeah, it's getting really close. It's 54. We got 6 minutes. Mike, who's your mentor? What do you do? Do you have a mentor, Mark? What led you to it?
I live in Kansas City, right? I've always loved barbecue. Always cooked in the backyard. My first guy that I cooked with my team, he had a guy. So he worked in Sprint at the time, and way back in the day. And I think Aaron even cooked this contest. The Sprint.
We used to cook the spring
Yep.
contest.
That's what got me into barbecue.
Yeah.
So I didn't work at Sprint, but my buddy worked there, and we did that contest. He had a guy that he knew that he done competition barbecue, so we kind of learned from him. He was an old school, local guy. He kind of got me into it, and then I got the bug, and just kind of kept going from there. But now it's working with you, Greg. It's just been to talk to you guys and just being out here and talking to people. Aaron sponsors me this year, so there's a lot of people. There you go. Not just one. I mean, there's so many people. You could talk to any people out here in this contest and just kind of pick their brain, ask questions. Everyone's more than willing to help you out, talk to you. It's good. So I don't know if I have one person that I can point to. I have a lot of them. So I guess even better than just having one person.
Go. What do you guys cook on, Christy? What's the cooker? What do you cook on?
Yeah, we cook on Gateway drums. Yeah.
I don't think we talked to anybody that don't cook on it.
We used to cook on a huge homemade offset smoker that Aaron welded that worked really well for a while, and it started leaking here. Decided that he needed to get more sleep at contests.
That's exactly why I cook on drums as well.
And Mike, you're on drums.
I'm on drums too.
Are you on gateways?
Yep, I have gateways. So I started cooking on good ones. Me and my first teammate, we had good ones. One, those things are so freaking heavy to carry around. But two, I'm like seeing all these guys just wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and start their cookers. And those are the guys who hear their names come up. I need to learn these. I'm too freaking old to stay up on my tended fires anymore. So
Drum cookers are easy to get along with.
yes, absolutely.
I mean, your dream, obviously, but
I own them. I have them. I just don't cook on them. Joel, what do you cook on?
Same. We covered this in the episode I was
I know.
Yeah, gateways.
I was just
that's
asking.
about that drum life.
I was just asking. This is one of the questions we always end up on. I know we've got to get to Cook's meeting here real soon. What is your favorite thing to cook at home? Doesn't have to be barbecue. Probably it can be. Doesn't have to be. But what do you like to cook at home? What do you love to do at home?
I'm kind of a foodie.
Yeah,
so
you guys cook a lot. You really do.
We cook a lot of different things. I make a pretty mean chicken spadini.
Ah, okay.
Everything that we cook at home has home style in it.
Right.
That does not surprise me at all.
It's
Why
always,
not?
and it's always chicken. It's always chicken.
Yeah, we don't eat a lot of red meat at home.
You don't do
Oh,
that. Aaron probably doesn't
So
either.
he doesn't get to either because I don't.
Hey, Mike?
Anything outside, anything over fire. I like cooking. Anything on that. I got a Weber kettle, obviously the drums. I just like playing with it. I got several different barbecue recipe books. Kelly, my wife, she'll go through and say, hey, this looks good. Let's try this. So,
Hey guys, we're gonna do this again, most likely, because I'm not sure we recorded this. Woo! Jamie, you're a dick. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
we'll see how many Whittleys we can get in. On
Well, the next one I may have that problem.
Jamie literally.
I literally may have that problem corrected. Hey, we want to thank Christy Stauffer from Man Meat BBQ and Mike Burke from B3 BBQ, and thanks Joel for stepping in for the slackers that aren't here this weekend.
Happy to be the Dollar General Jamie.
The Dollar General. Hey, this is a BBQ Life. We're in Osceola, Missouri at Smoke on the Osage. We appreciate you joining us. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you soon. Bye. We out.